Hey everybody, it's Colette Baron-Reid. Welcome to this week's Oracle card guidance and lesson. This is the Astro Oracle reading. But before we do the reading, oh my God, I just wanted to comment. Thank you so much for all your comments. Those of you who are watching that free video series that I have called Oracle Card Secrets. And if you aren't watching that video series, oh my God, you got to go watch it. Even if you think you have so much to learn, that series is going to dispel so many of your questions, you won't believe it. So excited. Go join it if you haven't. And thank you so much for your comments for those of you who are watching. Now let's move into the Astro Oracle reading. I'm going to pull a card for every single one of the zodiac signs here. You're just going to look at your sun sign, your ascendant, and your moon, or just your sun sign. Just remember you pair it up with yesterday's reading and you're going to get something up close and personal. So Aries is the first card and it's dry desert. And I'm not going to put them back in the deck. So dry desert for Aries, it just means this is a week of resilience. So we know that this week is all about manifestation. We know that it's about setting intentions, and we know that it's about making the commitment to do those things. You might have been wandering around in a bit of a dry spell. So this is a perfect time for you to be looking at how resilient you are that you can start again, because it really is that spring is here, start again. And you are about to enter into, Aries begins this week anyhow, so it's awesome. Now we have Taurus, and Taurus has the Strength card. Now when Taurus gets the Strength card, you have to watch out, Taurus, not to be too stubborn about what you want. But it does say here that you do have the strength to be able to do all the things that you have on your plate that you thought you might have been overwhelmed with in the past, but you're actually not right now. So it's a really nice grounded card and does remind you to not to be too stubborn about getting your own way, but I personally think this is good. So go ahead. Now, Gemini, heal the ouch, Gemini. This is a great week for you, Gemini, to go over the things. Remember that clean it up card for this week? So this is a great time. I think this could be also communications with other people and stuff. So you set an intention. You have to say no to certain things. And you might have said yes to something that now you have to apologize and say, you know what, I shouldn't have said yes to that. So however that's going to play out for you, it's a wonderful week of healing for you as well, too, as well as manifesting. Now we're looking at Cancer. Cancer's into the unknown. So right now, Cancerians, if you do what you did, you're going to get what you got. So this is very much all about taking that leap of faith and taking the risk and doing something you have not done yet. So that's part of your commitment this week to manifest your reality. And I love this for Leo. Leo, this is the card of listening. You are not meant to be doing all the talking this week. Learn, listen and learn. You're going to get so much great information if you put the cotton out of your ears and put it in your mouth and listen to other people talk. Virgos, magic prayer. Virgos love sacred things. There's a sense of the sacred and the beautiful, actually I'll put it over here, the beautiful sense of the world. And this is a week where you're really in sync with the divine. And remember, that's where your inspiration comes from. It's not your ego. It's very good. Libra is all about details. So remember, Libra, you have a tendency to be like, wow, like big picture. I know I get like that, all excited. I want to be happy and, you know, make everybody happy, etc. And this is really watch what you commit to and make sure that you cross your T's and dot your I's. This is all about the details and not about the big picture this week. Now, for a Scorpio, the card is Sad Embrace. So I actually find for Scorpios, this is not a negative, well, it's not a negative card anyway. And it's less about grief than it is about allowing yourself to be, because you like dark things in a way. The Scorpionic personality loves depth. You're the ones that look under the rocks and go deep into the ocean. And you know, there's a sensuality about this card as well, like where you're going into that kind of poetic sense of things. Like when you're creating things, you have to leave something goodbye. You have to say goodbye to something. And in this case too, I think that the sad embrace, again, is the poetry of life where you're embracing everything, that all your failures from the past, saying goodbye to them, but using them. Because Scorpios really know how to use that Plutonian transformative energy where things have had to die and they'll get born again in a different form. So this is that beautiful, beautiful week where you can dive deep, Scorpios. Now we're looking at Sagittarius is protecting treasure. So this is the week when you want to intend something that you don't tell people what you're intending, Sagittarius. You do like to tell everybody fairly bluntly what you want to do. And this is like, keep it to yourself. This is going to protect your own treasure. Now let's take a look at Capricorn. So Capricorn is storm fields. I thought Capricorn got storm fields last week or the week before too. And it's in the protection position, which is a stay out of it. It's really honest to God, not your circus, not your monkeys, not your storm, not your rain. Stay indoors, play canasta. Like, it's not a time for you to get into anything, into any arguments with people. Just stay focused on what you want to create. And yeah, it might cause up a little dust, you know, especially when you have to say no to things. People have expectations of you because you're like the ambitious person that's going to really make things happen, but you're going to say, sorry, I got to stay super narrow and focus on what I want to do, not on what you want to do. Now, Aquarius may have some goblins this week, and let's look at Pisces, stuck in the mud. Okay, so Aquarius, this is a week for you where you might have some resistance to manifesting, and your intentions to be actually letting go of some things. Because remember, you had to make a choice. That was one of the cards that was pulled for the 6-card reading, and you might be going like, I don't want that. I want my way. I'm very fixed about things. Like, you always, you know the big picture. You really believe you know how it's going to go. And this is saying you got to let go your resistance and see it as a sense of growth as opposed to anything that would make you like uncomfortable in your skin. Just let it be what it is, and don't let it tell you that you're unworthy of it or that yours is the only way too. So both kind of, different shades of the same coin. Stuck in the mud for Pisces. I love that card because it forces you to slow down. It stops you from being in a wishy-washy state or too mystical or too dreamy, and it makes you get super grounded about your intentions. You've had the dream time. You've been in Pisces for the whole month. You've been in your actual sign, and now all of a sudden you're moving into Aries, and you're like, okay, I can make this real. I can make my dreams a reality. So it's really kind of giving you a little push. And rather than seeing it as that it's stuck, meaning that it's not supposed to go anywhere or it's somehow an obstacle, it's not an obstacle. It's asking you and requiring you to create that corporeal, allowing the material world to coalesce around your dream. And you can't go fast or move too quickly side to side. You have to stay put and allow yourself to look around and say, oh, wow, this is how I can manifest this. And you will. All right, hope you've enjoyed this. And if you got something out of this reading, then smash that subscribe button and you'll see a bell come up. And then click on that bell and you'll get a notification whenever this reading is done every single week. It'll go into your inbox. Yay. See you next time.